Hi everybody! For week 10 I have a lot of photos to just document one day, so let's get going. I'm starting off by making my weekly card. Even for this card I'm using one of the photos that I took. I'm going through the embellishments to see if I can find one of the girls that I want to add to the card, but the photo already has a woman with some gorgeous fashion, so I decide to just keep it simple and only use some alpha stickers. To make the photo stand out a little bit more, I'm using some plain white paper to back it up. I'm using my cutting machine to sort of measure how wide the strip is of the white paper, but it's not an exact science. The alpha stickers that I'm using only has letters and no numbers, and the numbers that I want to use are a similar color to the background, so I've decided to use this circular label to make them readable. As a finishing touch to this card, I'm adding one of the word stickers. The one that I picked says "Things to Remember." I think it's a bit too wide for the photo, so I cut it into the 3 parts, just the 3 words, and then I'm adding them to the photo. For the 3 pockets that can hold 4x6 cards, I cut out backgrounds from 2 design papers that have the same design on them but just have different colors. I'm working on all 3 of the cards at the same time to make sure that they look cohesive. I decide which photos I want to use where, and then I'm going through all my rubber embellishments to see which one I want to use. In the end, I'm only adding this one rubber embellishment that says "Loved this moment." I'm using plain white paper to back the photos, just to make them pop a bit more from the background, but at the same time keeping all the spreads calm, because there are so many photos in the spread that I feel that adding too many embellishments and too many colors will make everything just too busy, and then you don't know anymore what you have to focus on. I want to have some space on this spread for some journaling, and by placing the photos to the right side of the card, I have the perfect space on the left side. I'm going through my different colored labels and I'm picking out a couple different shapes and sizes to fill the entire left side. I also add some enamel dots to the card, but once I've placed them down I actually really don't like how they look, so I just take them off again. It's easy as that. This black and white photo was one of my favorites from the whole exhibit, so I wanted to add something to that. I'm going through my embellishments and also through the labels, and I pick out one of the circles and adding some hearts to that just to give it a little bit extra. I bought some postcards at the exhibit that I went to, and I want to add these to my album. To do this, I decide I'm just adding another insert and I'm making 2 full page layouts. For this first one, I'm cutting the card to size just to have a small white border left, and then I'm sticking it to the design paper. I'm also adding the wristband that we were given as our entry ticket. It's exactly the right size for the paper, so that's very easy to do. Then I just cut off the small excess and that's it. The most complex part of this layout is attaching the March piece to the paper. I measure out how wide the piece is, and then I'm using my small hole punch to make some holes. When I'm done with the holes, I'm using some string to attach the piece. I'm tying a knot at the back of the paper just to secure it, and then I'm cutting off the excess of the string. I'm taping down a small part of it with some washi tape just to make sure that it will not poke out somewhere. The second layout is even easier than the first one. The photo has a lot of colors already and is pretty busy, so I'm going through all the papers to pick out a background one, and I decide to just use a purple colored one. I do want to use some of the aqua green colored paper that I've used throughout the spread, so I'm using this grid lined paper. I'm cutting off a strip of it to add to the left side of the purple, and I'm gluing this to the page. trimmed the card a little bit to just have small white borders, and then I'm gluing it to the page, just add it to the center. I'm using one of the word strips that came with the embellishments, and this one says "Love this." I pick one of my Tombow markers, a purple one, to color in the letters just to make it more readable and make it fit in with the page, and then I'm adding this to the photo. I'm also adding a couple of hearts to the right top corner of the page. The last thing that I'm adding is this coin with the logo of the Kunsthal, and I'm adding some foam tape just to make it able to stick. And that's this spread for this week. I used every pocket and even an insert to document just one day. This was the last trip that I took before all the self-isolation rules went into effect. What was your last outing before everything that's going on right now? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!